Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, baby.
Yeah, I love you too. Who is that texting you?
Nobody, baby. Don't worry about it.
Nobody. It says Tina. Who the fuck is Tina? Who the fuck is Tina?
Bitch, you know what? Get your shit and get out.
You know what? I love you, babe, but maybe we should take a break.
A break? Maybe you should kiss my ass.
Sound familiar? You in a relationship and this shit ain't working. It's time for the truth. This is the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams.
Zoe Williams. I got wind of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Reason has returned to Dash Radio, Hot Button Radio. You know what we do. Dash Radio is the app. Hot Button is the station. Yeah, your microphone is muted. Keep her muted until I introduce her. Because she's cutting up right now. They're all cutting up. You know what we do, as is commonplace. We like to do topics that kind of, I don't know if they piss you off, but at the very least, we're hoping that they make you think. So we've got Ashonti Ford in the building. We've got Whitney Tabor in the building. And joining us shortly will be Veronica Conway. And I think Hecka Activated is traveling back to Atlanta. But if you want to participate, it's very important that you get this phone number. Whitney, what is the number?
Hey guys, happy Friday. The number to dial is 1-844-55-1. That is 1-844-55-1.
Damn, you sound a little radio-ish. I like it.
You already know, good. Yo, I got it.
And then she lost it.
We do it all. It's Friday. What? It's Friday. It's Friday. You know, I'm already turned up, so Friday.
So, she's lying. She is not turned up. She came in here crawling. She was just
I
back.
need a nap. I really do need a nap. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm here for you guys. I'm excited. Hey,
what up, Ashonti? How you doing today?
I don't know. My mic.
As a matter of fact,
She
do
said,
me a favor. Turn Ashonti.
Shit, I'm tired of this.
We're gonna try this again.
Okay.
Just turn her off real quick. Hey, Ashonti, how are you doing?
Is my mic on? I'm doing great.
Okay, turn
how
the
are
mic
you?
off. We're gonna try one more time. Hey, Ashonti, how are you doing?
Hey, Zoe the Lion, doing great. Good to see you, man. Happy Friday.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
DC, Veronica Conway in the building. What's up?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
hey, VC.
Are y'all ready for this topic?
Always.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now, Ashanti's whole upper lip was flipped inside out when we said what the topic was.
He's lying.
Was she tripping in here? Okay, thank you.
No, only because
Validation.
you looked at me as you were reading the topic.
Stop it.
Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic, bitchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
The science of unnecessarily honoring mean, single, lonely, and weak women.
Wow, I didn't get all that.
Whoa, we added extra stuff in there.
Added a lot of extra shit.
I was like, oh, I am
That
single.
emphasis on the B is making me very uncomfortable. I don't know about Whitney.
Craft.
Okay.
I mean, bitches. Bitchcraft.
Okay.
I just think bitchcraft is a funny word. That's why I'm laughing. I'm
It is
like,
funny. I mean, come
bitchcraft.
on. Bitchcraft. A deeper look into the angry/difficult woman syndrome. Is it a myth? Did the media create the angry black woman? We've got questions. You know that, right? Regarding intimate relationships, does the bad girl/bitch always get her way? Or man? Do the bitches always win? Nicki Minaj is a bad bitch. She wins too, doesn't she?
Yeah, but we're talking about redefining the word bitch, right? Didn't we have that show a couple shows back?
It's on you guys to do
What
it.
is a bad bitch?
Are you guys going to claim it? What is a bad bitch? I don't know. 844-55-1. Can some bad bitches from all over the country call in and give us your definition of bad bitchdom? Right?
Wow.
We want to know about it. Bitchcraft is today's show. Who's more responsible for the rise of the boss bitch? Right? Boss bitch. What's the difference between a bad bitch and a boss bitch? But who's more responsible for the rise of the boss bitch? Is it better education, better employment, feminist ideals, VH1 programming, or the rise of weak men? 844-55-1.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
God damn.
Yeah,
you know,
About time you weren't biased.
Ooh, bitchcraft in the building.
right now, somebody bitching up right now. Can we get...
She just cast a spell on your
Can you
ass,
just-
though. You didn't even know.
Just cut the mic off. Both of them. They both on punishment for that shit. That's how I roll. How you doing, Veronica? While these two badasses, while these two bad girls over here.
Yeah.
So, is the environment of corporate America a perfect breeding ground for bitchiness, for bitchcraft? Does corporate America turn women into bitches and they can't find the off switch when they come home? If I'm running a multi-billion-dollar corporation and I come home to my artist boyfriend, shut your punk ass up, go in there and make me some eggs, nigga. Right? I don't know. 844-55-1. I'm just asking questions. Has a perceived scarceness or scarcity of alpha male / masculine energy produced an uptick in the bitch assness of both males and females? Right? Like the alpha male is just, he ain't here. It's like God. Let the angels run the shop. Right? And then there's a rise of bitch assness in men because they don't model alpha male activity. And then because there's no modeling of alpha male activity in men, men become effeminate and they take on some bitchiness from women, and it creates a fucked up little cycle of bitchcraft. 844-55-1 is the number to dial. I'm asking everybody's definition of what is a bad bitch versus a bitchy woman. Somebody get at me and let me know. I'm going to ask Veronica Conway to start this off. What's happening with these definitions? And I you know I got questions, but I really want to go deep.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a popular vernacular of bad boss bitch. I mean, I guess it's a thing. I think it used to be an alpha female, but an alpha female, remember, is not masculine. An alpha female is alpha female. She's hyper feminine and knows how to get what she desires with her femininity and not with masculinity. My sense is, when you look at television, the great hypnosis machine called television, which programs women, the rise of the housewives and the basketball, all the wives. I mean, if that is not a caricature of femininity, I don't know what is.
You're saying real femininity does not reflect that what is being programmed on television? Is that what you're telling me?
It does. All the plastic surgery, all the hooker heels, all of the, it is such a caricature of women. It's almost like they're Barbies. And so Barbies don't have feelings, right? And so, and they fight, and they bicker, and there's no sisterhood. So that being perpetuated as an ideal through the hypnosis box, that's what I guess we're defining it as these days, as a boss bitch. But I have no idea what that shit even means.
Well, let's ask our resident scary panda, the red panda, Ashonti Ford. What's your definition of a boss bitch? Or just
Maya Angelou is a boss bitch.
Oh wow.
Vivica A. Fox is a boss bitch. Michelle Obama is a boss bitch.
Really?
Really. Those are my boss bitch idols.
Wow. Whitney?
Nicki Minaj is sexy, but she's not a boss bitch.
I wouldn't even go there as far as sexing. Just saying. Just saying.
Whitney, tell me. What is it?
No, for me, a boss bitch is honestly just somebody. It doesn't matter what your profession is. It doesn't matter what you do. As long as you get things done. I look at myself as the boss bitch, but I don't refer to myself as a bitch.
Right.
I get things done. I handle my business as a boss does. The boss is the one in charge. He's the one who handles all the business, make sure the business is handled. So a boss bitch, I guess, is a female. So a female who gets shit done, in my definition, is a boss bitch.
So
it don't matter what kind of heels she's wearing or how much plastic surgery or how much she can twerk.
So I'll take that.
That's me.
I'll take that. So in saying a boss bitch is somebody that gets things, or a woman that gets things done.
Yes.
If she gets things done at a high level of efficiency, at a high rate of efficiency, does that automatically make her the boss of her relationship?
No.
Does she not expect to be the boss of her relationship when all other aspects of her life are under her control? 844-55-1 is the number to dial. What do you guys think of that?
See, that's kind of a hard one to define, because automatically if we're making the most money and making all the moves in the home, we're going to feel like we wear the pants naturally.
Is it natural for the boss bitch to wear the pants? 844-55-1.
Unless if they're cute pants, then bitch, wear those.
Hey.
Veronica, speak on it.
Like a cute little kitten heel.
Veronica, please help me.
I think for her to be balanced, I think she needs to find a man that's alpha to her.
Mm-hmm.
And men that are alpha get things done on pretty massive scales. I mean, on a massive scale, whatever their domain is. So when she finds an alpha, then she can sort of relax because he's getting things done too.
And my definition of a boss bitch doesn't mean she goes home and also runs things. She can help run things, but me as a boss bitch, nah, as soon as I get home, I'm tired of running things, sir, and it's your turn. You're the kingdom god. You know, you running this shit. I don't even talk. Look,
wrong.
And look, it's time. Look,
wrong.
I'm on timeout. You handle some boss nigga shit or boss dude shit or whatever you want to call it.
Whitney's on cocaine right now.
That's it. Like, I mean, just because you're a boss bitch doesn't mean you have to always be a boss bitch. You can just chill out a little bit. I feel like you've worked hard enough to where, you know what, hey, cuz you got it. I'm not a gangster, by the way. I just like saying cuz. I have a lot of cousins.
You're going to have a lot of motherfuckers up here.
I have a lot of cousins, you know, so.
All family here.
Yeah.
Veronica, speak on it.
I'm sorry, which part?
You wasn't even listening. You just over there giggling and laughing. I'm just saying.
I was listening.
Is it impossible for her to turn off her inner CEO that makes her the boss when she comes home? Because Whitney is saying she can do it.
I'll do it.
It's just the posture that she's running it from. So, when I was in corporate America, because I used to run before I left and started my business 15 years ago, I ran critical call centers for UCSF and Stanford, and I used to manage, 80 people across like 4 sites. And so, but it was strange because even then, somehow I knew to lead from femininity. I don't know how I knew that because I hadn't really been trained in that yet. But I knew in a way to lead from femininity. So when I needed a hammer in that role, I would just press on male hammers and get them to bring the hammer, so I didn't have to.
Are you saying most female women in corporate America, most sisters in corporate America don't lead from femininity? Say more.
No, they're leading from masculinity because that's how they get trained if they have to get ahead, is to be really masculine. But I instinctively knew I would just get men to be the hammer, and it was just so easy. Like, duh.
Yes.
And then you don't have to fry up because here's the thing, and let me just talk about why it's so destructive for a woman to never turn off that masculine, I'm going to call it bracing. It's a posture that a woman goes into when she has to sort of brace to push and drive and be in control. What she does to herself internally, if she's constantly running that energy, she's kind of we're all made of water, but she's especially made of water. Her womb is really made of water, and when she does that all the time, and she's in that difficult bracing position all the time, not only does she become exhausted, but she literally dries up the water inside of her. So she becomes very brittle and very coarse internally. And if you feel inside of her, you will feel that she is all brittle and coarse in there.
So wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
I'm juicy, so I don't have the problem.
You telling me right now that corporate pussy is not good pussy? That's what I'm hearing. Corporate pussy is dry.
She didn't really say that.
In a way, she said brittle on the inside. You can't get brittle without dryness.
I think she said it. She definitely said it.
In the sweetest, most articulate, most intellectual, and it was very eloquent. But what I heard was that I got all these responsibilities at work, and I'm stressed out, and I got to handle this. That coochie is on a respirator.
Bank account.
That's what I'm hearing.
Look, bank account up. Juiciness all the way down.
Let me see. That's crazy though. So I want to ask Veronica this. So being a dominant, driven corporate woman is indeed attacking your feminine energy. Like what? That's pretty much saying that you are not a full woman in your sexuality.
I think she's saying the psychology you have to take on in order to be dominant in that environment has side effects. Is that what you're saying?
It does. Absolutely.
And I believe her.
I definitely also believe her.
Interesting.
I believe
High
her.
five to
You
George.
may not cut off Ashonti's mic just because.
Damn.
Now cut her back on.
Cool.
Fucking red panda. Anyway. No, the reason why I call her Red Panda is because she's scary as hell.
No, I'm
All
not.
you got to do is Google the scared red panda or YouTube the scared red panda,
I'm
and
the
you'll
smallest thug you'll ever meet in your life.
and you'll
I have
see
no
her.
idea what you're talking about.
Yes, that's Veronica, and you'll
How are
see it.
pandas scary, though? How are pandas scary? The pandas are
No.
This particular panda was scary.
panda, right? That was scared by the zookeeper, and I call Ashonti the scared red panda.
Moving on.
That's who she is. Okay, on Twitter. Folks on Twitter are chiming in like a mug right now.
Damn it.
My man at Rub, I don't know how to, it's RUBIXXQ. I don't know.
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Rubik's.
Got it. That dude.
That's cute. That's cute.
He said, Rubik's Cube. He says, if you want the objective definition of boss bitch, look at VH1 programming. Oh. I want a woman, not a boss bitch. At The Adjuster 7, he says VC is really hard not to really like.
No, she's awesome.
Veronica Conway, I'm telling you, you could
Hard not to
tell that
love.
is some moist.
Okay,
I'm saying, you
She's
can
got
tell
good juicy stuff.
I
some
love
good juicy love going on. The juicy love going on in VC. Miss
Scrubbing
Lips, she said both are scared, but a bitch can earn power from being a bitch. A bully, right, attracts pain, in which turns into evil. You know, she's breaking down. I like Miss.
Yeah,
you know
Miss
what?
Lips goes hard.
Miss Lips, just call in.
I fucks with Miss
Go on
Lips.
and call in, Miss Lips.
844-55-1. Let's see. At One Mad Investor, he says, are black women the only race of women that call themselves boss bitches?
No.
Really?
I
You've
think
heard
no.
white people
There's
say
plenty of
Hell
other
yeah.
races that call
Man,
each
I
other
got
boss
so many white friends. They posted all over their Instagram. I'm a boss bitch. What do you? Come on.
We started it because they always grab our. You know, they always grab our vernacular.
I mean, we are
But, you know, they always gotta grab the vernacular. We started it.
we definitely started.
I think a real boss
Sinister.
bitch doesn't need to call themselves a boss bitch. They just are.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. Other
Flipping
people
hair,
will call
but-
them that, right? At Sinister Mephisto, he says, is a single boss bitch just a bitch? Wow.
I mean, why can't she's running her thing? She's running her whole her whole everything by herself. Why does she? Because she's single, she's not a boss.
Listen,
I don't like
it's going down right now. 2016.
What?
Hillary Clinton is running for president. Is that a boss bitch? 844-55-1.
On a super dumbed down, like, let's just be
dumbed down. Wait a
no,
minute.
I'm not talking about Hillary being dumb. I'm saying for the smaller minded people, yes, they would probably be like, yeah, Hillary is a boss bitch because she running for president. But
wow,
right?
Let's just I'm not gonna put her as a boss bitch. I don't know.
I was kind of shocked that Jada Pinkett doesn't support her because Jada is like such a feminist. So that was kind of shocking. Jada is no for Hillary Clinton.
Listen, Sinister Mephisto has something to say to our resident red panda. Don't suck your teeth now.
I haven't done anything.
No, he just said Maya Angelou. Well, it maybe auto spell jumped in. Maya Angelus is not a boss bitch. Go wash your mouth out, Ashonti. Sacrilege. That's what he said. And I tend to agree.
She is though.
I tend to agree.
If we redefine boss bitch.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
Why do we gotta put, because bitch in everybody's society is never good, even if you put boss in front of it. So why can't Maya Angelou just be a boss?
I'm down with Maya Angelou just being a boss. But the topic is boss bitches.
I get it.
And I would choose Maya Angelou as a boss bitch over Nene Leakes or Nicki Minaj or whatever.
And if
again, we have to deal with the contradiction too. Women are just like black people in general. Black people call themselves nigga when everybody else says, oh, it's the most vile word in the dictionary. And you know my definition, you know. But I'm saying for most black people, they say, oh, we shouldn't use the word. But we still use it amongst ourselves. Women say, don't call me. I never see women get more angry than when some dude they care about calls them a bitch.
It's disrespectful.
Yet they call each other bitches.
I've never called any of my friends bitches.
I call
I'm
my
not
friends
down with
bitches,
that.
man.
I don't like that. I'm not down with that because you might be in a bad mood or the other person might be feeling a certain way and all of a sudden it's a bad thing.
And then we fight. I'm just saying.
I'm not playing that bitch shit.
I'm gonna say. I might.
Yeah, it never occurs to
Go ahead, VC.
to call a woman a bitch. It never occurs to me in that same way to call. I mean, unless I really mean it. If I'm talking shit about somebody, I'm gonna say, "Yeah, you're a bitch," then I mean it. But you know, just the casualness that people use it, especially like in VH1 and Real Housewives. Like, come on, bitches! Like, I don't. That doesn't even occur to me as a way to refer to women. It doesn't even occur to me.
Well, at Ray the Boss 1 on Twitter,
interesting.
He says a true boss bitch knows how to take care of her business and how to submit to her man.
Yeah.
Kneel down. Okay. Kneel before Zod.
See, it's that shit that nobody wants to hear.
Can I cut his mic or no? No, does that work here? No, I'm just saying. I can't do that. It's Friday. No,
you can't.
One wish. No,
I am the boss.
Oh God.
Well, no. My thing is, like, that is a bit extreme, but I agree. I feel like a true boss bitch knows how to let her man think that he is demanding her to kneel, blah, blah, blah.
So she's a master manipulator.
Bow, hey, and scene. Why be you were mad because y'all didn't think of it? Y'all mad, huh?
Right.
I'm just saying.
Tell it like it is.
Like, that's, I mean, honestly, there are tons of things. I don't remember what book. Let's just say I read a book a while ago. Yeah, y'all probably like, wait, what? Yeah, your girl reads books. And this one point stuck out to me, and it was like, I'm a very strong, I can do everything type of woman because my dad taught me that way. So when it came to men, I was always doing everything because I'm like, man, I can do it better than you. You suck at putting up curtains. You suck at putting on tires. You can't do X, Y, and Z.
Can't do shit.
I was like, this ain't working out for me. Honestly, I'm still single, so this might not be a good idea. So finally, there were certain things that I realized that, you know what? Even though I know I could do this and I could probably do it better than him, I'm going to play
That's a good point.
I'm gonna play a little bit like, oh honey, can you please do this? Because I can't open this jar of pickles.
That's a good point.
Babe, can you open this?
That's
And
not
bam.
And then they feel so manly.
That's not being a bitch. That's playing your role.
And that's what I'm saying. I have had to do that on a ton of things to make my man feel like a man because I'm
Good
smarter.
job. Now that's a
I'm
good
smarter
woman.
than you.
You should
'cause
continue
I'm just
to do
saying,
that.
I do it. I'm like, okay, look, he just put this shit on crooked, but I could have done it better. But we'll let him do his thing.
On Twitter, Isaiah Smith says Maya Angelou already told you what y'all are. Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
So why the
Change it
need
up.
to call yourself bitches?
That
'Cause you
is
guys
the
do call
topic
yourself
of the
bitches.
show. We would not be on this bitch shit if it wasn't the
I know.
topic. We on bitch
Listen,
shit right now.
I know. Somebody better stop banging on it.
I just like watching the panda.
You bang on the table again. See what happens.
She's getting hard. Hey, bitch.
Turn the
look.
mic off right now. Turn both their mics off. LB from Connecticut, you're on the line right now. Let me hear from you, brother.
Hey, what's up, Zoe?
What's
how you
happening?
doing? I know your mic turned off as usual,
Yes.
but I just want to make a quick point about the whole feminist thing. So I'm sure you probably heard of Brittany Griner and the situation that she's in.
Yep.
What upsets me as a young man in this world is there's nobody outside the WNBA arena or on Twitter or on Facebook talking about how she beat up her girlfriend while she is still a woman. I mean, in ways people look at her in a man form. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see these women all upset that she's beating up her girlfriend like they did with Ray Rice.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
and I'm going to say something. That was a good point. I'm going to say something very controversial.
Ooh, say it.
Women tend to commiserate around the human condition with their own gender.
What?
You guys commiserate with your own gender around the human condition. It's like women are more understanding in terms of violence because they'll say, oh, that's part of the human condition. I was watching the newscaster talk about violence and its pervasiveness, its ubiquity in relationships. And it was almost like she wasn't saying it was cool. She was just saying this is a part of relationships. And she was low key justifying it. She was like, oh, well, she's, they're basketball players and their lives are stressed and, all of these excuses. But then when it's a man who's violent towards a woman, none of the human condition justifications that are used to make this make sense applies to them. So you make a great point. Women,
I can agree.
Women with the gender shit, they commiserate with each other more than men do. Some men will stand up and go, nigga, that's wrong. You shouldn't ball your fist up and punch a girl in the mouth. We gonna kick your ass for doing that shit. That's how men are. We tend to call out motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers in our own crew. Like you do some shit and that's disrespectful or way out of pocket. Real men would be like, okay, this nigga ain't one of us.
They'll check you.
This nigga here is doing some shit that's way outside of bounds. Hey, nigga, you can't come back around here. You see, women, on the other hand, will circle the Jeff Brown classic line. Women tend, and we talk about high-end quality women, tend to circle the wagon around their lower conscious average sisters. So I'm just saying, if you want to uproot and eradicate the weed that is the bitch, you women gonna have to be the ones on the front line to check women and they bitchy attitudes. God damn it. I'm taking a break. I'll be back.
Here we go.
LB from Connecticut, I appreciate you. Call back anytime.
Yes.
The number to dial is 844-55-1. 844-55-1. Hot Button Radio, the voice of reason. It's what we do. We'll be back in 2.2. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned. Listen, get to your phone lines right now. 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. We're talking about bitchcraft. And let me tell you something. Women can cast spells. Oh my God. When you get this is why a lot of relationships end, because women have the power with just their friends to create a coven of hatred if a dude step out of line with one of their girlfriends. This is why we say don't go back and commiserate with them, especially if they bitter, single, angry, whatever. Then you go back to them. That's your coven, and they're giving you that energy. Is this girl popping and chewing bubble gum on the mic?
Locking and dropping it.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, We're talking about bitchcraft. What coven does your woman belong to? Huh? This is terrible.
I could just see Zoe in his head with a bunch of girls around in their bubbling, little boiling bullshit with their cloaks on, dancing, twerking. What are we doing?
Yes, just cursing the shit out of me. 844-55-1 is the number to dial. There's a young lady. Oh, this is your girl, Anita. At Anita Rose 16.
Hey, Anita, girl, still do my hair.
Yeah.
Next
Wow.
weekend.
Here we go. The commiseration continues. She says, why does a boss bitch have to dumb down or be submissive to a man in order for him to feel like a man?
Exactly. Ooh, and there's the question.
That's for you, Zoe. That ain't for us.
There's the question.
I'm going to take my notepad out.
Oh, that's for me? Oh, well, I'll take it then.
There it is.
Yeah, why?
Men are always getting emasculated.
It's really simple. We talked about it before. Okay? We talked about it before. At the end of the day, appreciation from a woman to a man raises his testosterone levels. Again, most people forget when I'm done, Veronica.
Yeah, let VC in.
We can't see you, Veronica. When I'm done, I will come to you, honey. I love Veronica. I got some shit right now. Can I say? I love it. But again, people forget that it's a hormonal dance relationship. Women, oxytocin, estrogen, all that. Men, primarily testosterone. We get little bits of oxytocin when we cuddle and hug up with you. But for the most part, we need shit that raises our testosterone. Being in a domestic monogamous relationship in and of itself is testosterone draining. So at least say thank you for bringing in the goddamn groceries, please. Veronica?
I think that we have to fix our boy pickers. You know, a lot of our boy pickers are broke. So if we do the work of finding men that we really truly admire and revere and respect and trust, then we don't have to do those things, that appreciation as a gesture. You know, romance is a gesture. It's not. It's really an approximation for the real fucking thing, right? We do it as a gesture. But if we're in contact with a man that we genuinely have deep affinity for, we're going to naturally, a natural appreciation about him and the things that he does is going to arise in us. So we have to take a man for whom that is natural in the first place.
Well, let's just be honest. Most people are constantly making investments. I call them relationship investment brokers. They're not doing shit organically. They're doing stuff to get whatever they want out of it. Like, for instance, if you go feed the homeless, not for them, but you're doing it for you, you're not really doing it for them. You understand what I'm saying? It might look like you're doing it for them, but it's about you. And a lot of people are in relationships with that psychology. It's about me. So I'll tolerate sucking your dick. You understand? Tell me I'm bullshitting. Tell me I'm lying.
No, there's been a few dicks I have sucked and I did not want to. I did it because I wanted to boost his bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm Millionaire. You already know I'm going to say what it is. This is some real shit over here. I literally have, look, I'm going to say it again. I have sucked a few dicks that I did not want to, but I wanted him to feel good because he'll probably return the favor and then I'm going to feel real good. You feel me? Hey.
Wow.
No, we got to tap. Hold up. You already know that I'm basketball head, whoop-de-whoop. So I didn't even know about Brittany Garner. Is that her name? Beating up her girl. The chick, that's the chick who be banging on fools, right? She dunks. I didn't know she beat her girlfriend up. So I played college basketball. I've been around. I have a ton of lesbian friends. Love the gays. Love all the trans. I love them all. I love people. So I look at that. She should be in trouble. Is she not in trouble? Like, I mean, I guess I got to kind of get it fill in.
Yeah,
she's about as much trouble as the soccer player who beat up her husband.
She beat up her husband?
The soccer player. Her last name is Hope. What? I forgot her name. But
oh yeah. I remember.
What's her name? She's a goalie. Her name is
her name
it's
is not funny. I do not condone other.
Listen, Listen, America has a double standard for domestic violence.
Yeah.
And
That's whack.
Listen, this is not an endorsement for domestic violence.
No.
It's not saying, it should be cool. It's not cool.
It's not.
But what happens is there's a stigma. When women kick ass, they go, oh, yeah, you should be able to take that roundhouse to the neck, as the little red panda always threatens, right?
Roundhouse.
She threatens.
To the fucking neck,
Ashanti threatens. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to roundhouse you in the neck.
I'm
Who are you talking to?
Karate chop. I'm more of a karate chop kind of girl.
I'm just saying the bitch is more acceptable and accepted in society than the angry man. Because the angry, listen, men, let's just speak astrologically. Men are represented by Mars, right? You take this is Dr. John Gray. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? You take the M in Mars, turn it upside down, you have wars. Like, when we fucking lose it, we will hurt up some shit, right? Unenlightened masculine energy is destructive, right? Yeah. But then you go Venus, and Venus is, it's love, it's good. But love doesn't mean it's soft, or it won't fight you, or it won't be nasty. So, but we're conditioned to accept the bitchiness of women as just par for the course. I don't want a bitch. I never do, never would. How do you guys deal with your friends that are bitchy? Mean girls. Have you had any encounters with them?
We kick them out of our group because you can't hang out with us.
You got to stop banging.
I'm sorry.
First off,
look,
you got to stop gang banging, Whitney.
I just have a lot of cousins.
Did you get jumped in over the weekend?
No,
you got to stop.
No. How do we deal with bitchiness as far as other females? I mean, you got to out-bitch that bitch.
What?
No. On a serious note, I just don't deal with bitches. That's it. Any human should do the same. I'm sorry. If you chose, maybe your girl picker is wrong if you're choosing bitches. You just leave. Walk away from the situation. Like, I'm sorry, you're going to act like a bitch? Okay, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Hashtag that.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
That's how I deal with them.
Ashanti, and then I'm coming back to Veronica. Ashanti?
I guess we have to define again what a bitch is. A bitch to me is like a fake hoe. I don't fuck with fake hoes.
What's a fake hoe?
So you fuck with real hoes then?
Not even the real ones. That's a bitch to me. But in terms of how you guys are talking about it, your little roundhouse in the neck comment that you made earlier.
She getting bitch.
Technically, I guess I am a mean girl, so that would make me a bitch.
Wow. I love the truth. Are you a bitch? Go deeper.
I really don't think I'm a bitch. I just
Cut
think
the music right now. We got to give her all this time. Speak to you.
I don't think I'm a bitch. I just think that I am a woman that is allowed to go through my moods when I choose. It's balanced.
Look at it. I like how Zoe.
It's balanced.
Dramatic pause.
It's balanced. You know, like for example, with my man, I can be that corporate boss bitch all day, but when I get home, I will have baby talk time with my man. Yeah, it's a balance, you know.
Oh my goodness!
I'm a bitch too. At times, I'm like, look, I'll cuss you all the way out for no reason, just because. That's the thing. If you act like a bitch, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch.
Veronica, are we supposed as men? And now you're a woman, but as men, are we supposed to just sit back and tolerate the chicanery?
You ain't got no choice.
Please speak on it. Oh, did you hear it?
She said you ain't got no choice. She got the pussy that you want, so I guess you deal with the bitchiness. Is that how it works?
Pussy is far too easy for me.
and guess what? And all the pussy is connected to a bitch, so you gonna get some bitchiness.
Veronica, speak on it.
I mean, the first thing to speak to your question about what do I have them in my circle? I'm really protective of the energies that come into my space, because one of the things to really understand about women is that we transmit to each other, and so it's just like women's menstrual cycles sync up if they're around each other. That same energetic quality is sort of sharing each other's energies. We tend to sync up around insanity and sanity too. So don't put me in a room with a bunch of insanity, because I don't feel like trying to pace down to deal with it.
Right.
That's the first thing. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
so by definition, I don't get around a lot of it, because I'm very protective of who enters my space in my
Amen.
field. In terms of what men, I mean, I think men need to learn how to fuck the bitchiness out of women. I think that's your role.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to engage with bitches, if you're going to choose to engage with bitches, then I think that the highest and noblest thing that you can do as a man, the thing that will have us see you as the most heroic, is for you, if you're going to engage with them, then by golly, fuck all of the bitchiness out of them so that the world can be a better place.
Amen.
Is that even possible? I want you to go deeper. I want you to go deeper into that. Is there a way a man can fuck the anger, the resentment? Because this is where a lot of bitchiness comes from.
And is it
the coping mechanisms, the frustration, the failed relationships? Can a man fuck all of that out of a woman, Veronica?
Yeah.
Could you give us a blueprint of how that fuck session goes?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it, we've talked about it on previous shows in the sense that the first, where it begins is that he has got to be running some firepower. He's got to be running some real alpha in his field to even be able to blow that out of her. He can't do that with from a soft beta posture field. He can't do that if he needs approval. He can't do that if he's sexually dishonest.
Right.
He can't do that if he's not willing to stand and do exactly who he is as a man, because he doesn't have enough firepower to do anything with her from that posture. So, but if he does cultivate those deeper, higher male energies, then, he can come into contact with her, and if he's paying attention, if he is directing his attention in powerful ways, then even the way he touches her body and the way that he penetrates her, he can surface all of that energy, that negative, toxic energy. But here's the thing. If in the process she starts crying and raging and all of that stuff that makes her a bitch comes to the surface, he can't take that shit personally, because it's not about him. The greatest service, the greatest gift that he can give her is to lie with her, let that arise in her, let her bring that to the head of his penis, let him burn that off, and she will be the most peaceful, beautiful creature on the other side of it. But he can't take it personally.
Wow,
it's not about him.
My weenie just wiggled.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I was like burning. What? Whoa,
Weenie though.
Yes.
I had a
hold on 1 second. Isaiah just said something that's in alignment with Veronica. Isaiah Smith on Twitter. He said the domestic violence double standard exists because men are expected to always control their emotions and women are expected to show theirs. And now Veronica just said he basically can't take it personal. He has to let it wash over him. But if I ask a basic question like, do all human beings have limits? Yeah. And thus it would be an unrealistic expectation to think that a man should be able to absorb, and I don't care what man, beta male, zeta male, epsilon male, whatever. I think it's an unrealistic expectation to ask men to absorb all of the shit women can throw and not say or do or react.
That is not what this is. That's not what I'm describing. And
okay,
so
give me more.
What I'm saying, it's not about him laying there and taking it. What's true is that if she is carrying a lot of those big energies in her body, in her field, then it's actually going to arouse him if he's paying attention, because all those energies that she's carrying around have charge in it. And all he has to do is let her experience it without him having to have any judgment about it one way or the other. In other words, it's not about him taking some abuse. He can actually benefit, have a huge, powerful experience of himself as a man if he can just stand there and shine like the sun. So it's not about men not being able to have their emotions. Real alpha men are completely in touch with their emotions and their feelings.
Wow.
They're not hiding from them. They're not dramatic with them. They're actually at peace with them.
Right.
So it's not about shutting him down. This is not about that at all.
Well, we just experienced a panda hiccup. It was very interesting to hear it on air.
No, hiccups are so painful.
So we have a caller, but before we get to the caller, Whitney,
Does it have to be fucking? Is there any other way that he can like?
did you have to say it like that? I mean, Jesus.
Well, I feel like that's how we're saying it on the
a
air.
little bit more appealing.
You
please.
said weenie on air.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like,
hard weenie.
Wow.
like I've had
Sounds like a Vienna sausage.
these look at they're going right over my head. VC. So there have been times where I have been with a man and I've like cried and all of these things where I feel like it is me finally being able to relax and don't have to be the boss bitch that I usually always am. So I'm saying, does it always have to be a fucking situation?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
I'm just saying
indeed.
that
fucking
sexual energy
situation.
is the most. Sexual energy is the most, if it's used correctly, and it's directed correctly, is the most transmuting energy of all of the energies.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be that. There are ways that he can be present with her and help her discharge fear. I just think that, it's, because men are always complaining about how women nag them and how it's like, and they talk to them and all this, And I, again, we said it last show, I think that she should, if she just needs to vent, I think a lot of times that's best served with girlfriends, right? But I think what meant the opportunity for men is to understand that he could begin to quiet all of that down in her if he were to let her really discharge it properly. And sex is the most potent, powerful way to do that.
So
Let me ask you this.
Sex,
Let me
there it
ask you
is.
this, Veronica. If there's a shortage of alpha men who have the firepower in their gonads to be able to bring that about in the woman, does she seek to find it in other women sexually? 844-55-.
What do you mean?
Exactly. What do you mean?
So
I'm saying, did you guys didn't understand? If the alpha man is scarce, the alpha male, right? Do women try to find this spark that you're talking about, the fire that he has that can actually burn out all of this other bullshit in her that you mentioned? If there are a lack of good men to do that and the beta males don't have the power to do it, is this now a conduit to seek lesbian relationships that may have the firepower to do that? I said the same shit earlier, goddammit.
Okay, calm down. Well, I honestly,
Motherfuckers ain't listening.
I mean,
Jesus.
obviously VC is going to have the real legit answer. I'm going to just give you my perspective on it because I have friends of mine who call me when they're like at that moment with their man, like I'm about to snap. I'm literally about to burn this nigga's house down. Tell me what's up. And
That's
I'm like,
a bitch.
And then I'm like, look,
That's a motherfucking bitch.
what
right there.
happened? She
I work
explains.
hard for this house.
He didn't know, but
gonna
she
burn
know
my shit down?
she's
You don't
burning
know
her
the
own
situation.
house down because she the one with the house. He's a hot mess. Anyway, she'll call me and we'll be like, thanks. At the end of the conversation, it'll be like, thanks, bro. Everybody says bro now. But she'll be like, thanks,
Whitney's
for
my-
you know what I mean? Like my friends will call me to talk them out of a situation where, look, it might get crazy where I feel like usually it would be her man over me, but because he's not there, he may be a beta or a SETA or a CED.
A SETA?
I made it up. That's a C. It's a B. You know me and my corny jokes. That was after a beta male. He's a SETA male. Okay, so
Oh, God.
so I'm saying maybe that is kind of like she don't got to be fucking her friend to get some like insight. You feel me?
Ashanti, really quickly.
If I have a friend that's also in a relationship, sometimes I may reach out to them for advice. But in terms of sexual energy, no, I don't seek a woman to fulfill a masculine role because a woman is not,
There's
They're
got to
just
be
not
some
masculine.
energy there because women are doing it in
yeah,
mass
there's a great
numbers.
energy. It's just a scissor fest. It's a dry hump session.
I don't think
It's a what?
VC. I
I
need.
dated women a long time ago, and I just found they were so clingy and needy. Oh my God, I wanted. This sounds terrible. This was like 20 plus years ago, but I wanted to hit them myself.
That's what.
I was
Oh my.
like, stop
Thank you, Lord. That's okay. So me and my friends, I'm going back to another one. When we bring in the Brittany Garner domestic situation again, me and a couple of my friends, I played basketball in college, had a lot of lesbian friends, even my coach. And I straight up saw all of the stuff that they had to deal with. And I was like, man, I could never be that, because I would feel like I could hit you because we're on the same level. You're a girl, I'm a girl. I feel like it's just two girls going in. Two dudes, when two alpha males want to knock them out and fight, they're not going to call the police and be like, this is a domestic dispute. Nah, so.
Thank you for that.
Oh, so. I'm just saying, look.
Listen. Ronan Martin says something very important.
Mm-hmm.
He says deep penetration
Wow.
is not limited to sex. He says erect intentions dig deep when allowed to go in raw. I fuck with you, brother.
Wow.
That was powerful right there. I'm going to say deep penetrations is not limited to sex. Erect intentions dig deep when allowed to go in raw. Hey, man. That motherfucker won the trophy.
Hot,
good shit, man.
Hot.
Good shit right there.
Yeah.
Listen,
okay.
I want to get to Jarrell. Jarrell, the son of, is this Superman's daddy? Jarrell? He's on the line from North Carolina. Speak to us, brother. Jarrell. 543.
Okay, while we're looking for him, can you hand me the bugles?
I will not.
You're out of pocket.
Listen, see what I mean? Just feel me. Anyway, we're about to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get to more callers. The callers are calling in. It's just, they keep dropping for some reason. It's okay. Phone lines are open, 844-55-1. This is crazy right now. What is this? Georgia is the capital of goons.
Wow.
Miss Lips, I don't know where we're going with that.
She'll have to call in and talk to us about that one.
Yeah. We'll be back in 2.2. We're going to a break. Enjoy this record. I'm a boss ass bitch. Right? And as soon as that record came on, the ladies in here tooted them asses toward the north. There was some ass tooting going on in here. I'm just saying. Oh my God. At Willie P249 on Twitter. Willie Penn. Zoe, my cousin, has that boss bitch attitude, and she has been single for a long time.
Ooh.
So maybe you have a point. My question is bitchiness a repellent, a relationship repellent?
Mm-hmm.
Is bitchiness equal to immaturity, selfishness, self-aggrandizement, self-righteousness? Right? I'm just asking. 844-55-1. I know you don't agree. Yeah. Ashanti?
It depends.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Veronica was going to say. It depends. It depends on the situation, on the environment. You can't. Someone
Sounds
like me
like
may
a
have a bitchy
coupon.
moment. Nope. Somebody like me may have a bitchy moment that does not make me a bitch.
And it depends on the dude who's calling her a bitch. Let's go there.
That too, because he's probably a bitch. Because any dude that calls a woman a bitch is a bitch.
Hey.
Ooh.
Bitch.
Oh, look, I was like, oh, and
Yeah.
he's
This bitch ass hung up.
Let's do this. Cut their mics.
Oh.
You're going to justify. You just wanted to. Okay, great. Because I was about to go crazy up in here. We lost Veronica? Oh, she's still.
I'm back now. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. We got you. Go ahead, Veronica. Clean that mess that just happened up, please.
I got stopped, so I don't know if I heard all of it. But if you're asking about the question about does it necessarily relationship with someone, the reason I say it depends is because, I've looked behind the scenes on some real power couples, some people that are, multimillionaires running big stuff. And sometimes you'll see in those situations the women are they're like hyper bitchy in terms of but they're a bitch about how they protect the man and the empire. Right? So, right? You see that a lot in very high-powered couples. You look at somebody like Rupert Murdoch, right? When he was married to Wendy, right? She was like the dragon lady, but she fucking had her man's back insofar that she did until they divorced. but she's a bitch as a queen protector. And so sometimes that shit works, but she's always got his back, I guess, is sort of the difference. That's why I say it depends.
Kind of like Claire Underwood in The House of Cards with Kevin Spacey. Well, yeah, kind of like that until this end of this third season. Sorry.
She protects him. She protects him.
Yeah, don't mean spoiler here. Spoiler alert. Ronan from Indianapolis is on the line. Holla at me, brother.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Oh, man, everything is good, brother.
Oh. Hey, Ronan.
Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing? Very interesting topic today. Needs to be discussed.
I'm listening to you, brother. Go in.
Hello?
Yeah, we here. We listening. You got the floor, brother. We listening to you.
Okay, well, the thing with the bitchiness, I think in some ways I liken it to fire. In some ways it has its usefulness, like where she can outright express herself whatever she's going through, but when it's left unchecked, the entire house and the community will go up in flames. So that's why it has to have a cool individual to not just temper the flames, but sometimes put them out in a reasonable way. So it can be constructive, but then again, a lot of times you can't call yourself a boss bitch if you're sitting there burning everybody and yourself included.
Wow.
With unchecked emotions and irrationality. So that's what I feel.
Man, good caller. I appreciate that, Ronan from Indianapolis. You brought Indianapolis into the conversation. We'll appreciate it. But do you want to bring your city into the conversation? The only way to do that is to call the number. The number to dial is 844-55-1. 844-55-1. That's how you join the conversation. That was a great caller right there. I'm going to say this. Some men like bitches.
A lot.
Some bitches tend to be... The bitch is the equivalent to the bad boy for the woman. Sometimes the bitch to a man is equivalent to the woman's bad boy. He liked that little ornery girl. He liked that little attitude. There's some sexy about your resistance to this dude. Right? I'm just saying.
Well,
am I lying?
No, you're absolutely right. I was going to touch on when I was back in college. I'm always an outgoing, outspoken, bitchy person. I mean, no one's ever called me a bitch, really. Look, really? But
you're lying.
I know I'm lying. I'm definitely
bitch, get your shit and get out.
Bitch, your mic is cut. Yeah, no, but. I mean, as far as when I guess I know what I want, I get what I want. Like if that puts me in the bitch box, and I guess I'll be a little bit of a bitch. But as far as dating has gone, in my younger years, I was that fiery little firecracker that dudes would fall in love with. And as soon as I was like, okay, let's be in a relationship. We're in a relationship, and then I'm the woman. You're the alpha man that I was looking for. So cool. I'm gonna cool my jets a little bit and be that little flowery little butterfly. And that's when I noticed dudes started like wandering their eyes for a stupid bitch to come scoop up that nigga, man. Like cool. Really,
it's not cool for women to call other women bitches.
Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm saying I was that little firecracker, and as soon as I got with him and was like, cool, you got this, so I don't need to be that boss bitch anymore. I can cool back a little bit and be lieutenant. You can be captain. And then all of a sudden he's like, man, I don't want this little weak chick. And then he would go find another little, I would have to fight in these streets. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Call in and speak on it. Are you a boss bitch? What is a boss bitch? Do they need to be tamed? Call in and speak on it. 844-55-1.
Yeah, bring your city in. We had a few cities call in, but the phone lines are hot right now. I see them flashing. I'm gonna get to it right now. We've got Red Titan. He has brought Missouri into the building. Get your city in here as well. 844-55-1. Talk to me, Red Titan.
What's going on, Zo? Hello, ladies.
Hey.
All right, brother.
A boss bitch to me is a woman who's lacking something, so she uses masculine energy to mask other shit.
Ooh.
And what I've noticed that
I've had a few women come through my circle a couple times where they tried to do quote unquote man shit, if that makes any sense, where like they're trying to direct me on stuff when I'm like, hold up, I'm the director of this place. And what you need to realize is that when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you or not trying to talk down to you. I'm just trying to guide you in the direction where you need to be going and what you told me what your goals and aspirations are. I'm going to do everything I can to help you get there. But if you're trying to act like a dude, then what the fuck am I here for?
Oof.
You need to go on somewhere with that.
Right, you got enough dude in yourself. You don't need no dude outside yourself. That's a bitch.
It's funny to me how it works.
It's very funny.
You know, whenever a woman comes in my presence, I can feel. I get a feeling like they're fighting it. I ran into a girl the other day at the gas station, and this woman was cussing at her dude. She looked at me and tried to start cussing at me, and the funny part is, I'm not that guy. And I just look at her and I'm like, it's okay, honey. It's okay, honey. She's like, motherfucker, I know it's okay, blah, blah, blah. She starts going on about this and that and the third, and I'm looking at her like, it's okay. And you know what? She ended up apologizing to me. Because all I said was, honey, you're beautiful. Honey, you're beautiful.
You know what? That's what Veronica is saying.
And her bitch ass nigga sitting there looking at me like, he's like, dude, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, motherfucker, the shit that you should have been doing.
Oh, speak on it, pimp.
Like,
I love it.
I'm sorry, man. Like, all the ladies that are there with you, your goddesses, man, they are something else. They're something amazing. The thing about it is, I'm not trying to kiss up to y'all, but what y'all fail to realize is at least you guys are talking about it. A lot of women walk around with this nonsense going on in their head thinking they have to wear masculine shoes, as Veronica says, and you can't do that. You can only do it for a short period of time. Otherwise, it's going to burn you up.
Your feet going to start hurting. Listen, hey, brother, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call. Red Titan just brought Missouri into the voice of reason. Listen, if you want to bring your city into the building, tell us right now. Wait a minute. This is what I want. Put your little hand down. That hand is Jesus. Put it down, Whitney. Jesus. Ashonti. For people who are trying to get into the voice of reason right now, what do they have to do?
Dial in 844-55-1. That number again, 844-55-1.
And stop kicking your mic's ass.
Well,
it'll be on. It'll be on when I turn it on.
Wow.
Turn the mic off. Thank you. They wild up in here. Veronica, what do you have to say? I got one more caller to go, but what do you have to say? And then Whitney has to say something. Speak on it.
Just real quick, what you were speaking to in terms of men like the preferred bitchy women.
Yeah.
There's a really interesting book out there called Why Men Love Bitches.
I got that book. I read it.
And I think the interesting part of it, because she puts it in a very specific context, where it's like, what she's saying is that men, if you're too nice to a man, meaning you don't have any value, any self-value, right? He can just kind of run all over you. Then he doesn't see you as his lover. He sees you as his mother. And then right?
Well, it read kind of like a comic book to me, but I didn't get that.
Yeah. But that's one of the points that she makes, is that if women are over, and I don't mean surrendered. Being surrendered is different than being nice.
But see, women don't know the difference between that. Being surrendered, submissive, they think it's like not knowing the difference between humility and humiliation. They don't know the difference between submitting, surrendered, like this spiritual power in surrendering. They don't understand that. They see that as acquiescing or being subjugated still. You understand what I mean?
I get that.
I get it.
I bet you do get it. You get it a lot, little badass. Go on and say what you need to say.
Well,
Whitney.
All I wanted to say was, shout out to our caller from calling in and giving his story. Men don't want, to me, a woman who doesn't have a pinch of bitchiness in her, I wouldn't want to be the mother of my children, because what if Alpha King Daddy isn't there? And now look, she don't want to talk up about nothing. She don't say shit when shit's wrong. She don't do X, Y, and Z. So how am I supposed to know she has my children's well-being already, good to go, when she ain't speaking up for herself because she's just a quiet little, meek little, soft little flower? Like,
yeah, soft flowers.
Daddy ain't always gonna be there. You feel me? So you gotta have some. Look, I ordered 5 chicken strips. I need 5, not 3. Man, come on.
No, listen
I'm
to
hungry.
that.
That's
See,
why.
that's some.
I'm just saying. Come on, cut my mic, please. Cut my mic.
Cut her mic off. Jesus, this motherfucker just made a chicken strip analogy as a justification for bitch ass.
Go, Whitney.
Do you hear Whitney? God damn it, where my motherfucking sauce at? This is some bullshit. Y'all see me every other Thursday, and I come in and get the same shit, and y'all know what I like. Where's my goddamn sauce? I gotta keep my bitch knife sharp. What? Some bullshit.
Whitney, that was classic radio. That was brilliant, honey. I love it.
What the fuck? That mic is off. God damn it. We going to Mundo from Atlanta.
Peter.
Holla at us, brother. Brother Mundo.
Hello.
Well, Mundo no profundo.
Wow.
All right, then we out.
Reaching. In a major way.
Is her mic on? You know how we police this situation in here. Don't nobody get theirs off. Cut it. Brian on Twitter, @BrianRock, he said, Zoe, a woman will never find love if she's always preparing for war.
Amen.
Now, I guess putting on the bitch armor means you're in some type of military. Do women have to protect themselves in such a bitchy way against the evils of men?
Oh, pick me, come pick me.
Yeah, that's how you ask me, baby. It's your turn for show.
Okay. And again, I know you guys think I'm like with the energetics of it all, but this is how it actually works. The armor is internal first. So if a woman has been really mishandled by the men that she's engaged with, by the dominant culture, if she's been mishandled, then she literally internally around her heart and in her vagina, literally all the tension and fear and shame and guilt and rage, all of that stores up in her heart and in her vagina. And so yeah, you get an angry vagina, but even most importantly, in her heart, she develops like a case that feels like that you can experience it as lead. And so what happens is her heart chakra is supposed to be the place where love emanates from, and so the man is supposed to be able to sort of drink that in, her love. But if it's all calcified and armored over, then she ends up turning to manipulation instead of love, because she forgets that that's actually her nature. So it's not just that the war is external. What you see when women wage war externally is just a function of what is happening in their heart and in their vagina internally. That's how it works.
So they got an angry, militarized vulva.
And heart. But actually, it's the heart is actually the most important part of it. Because if a man is going to experience love in her presence, that's where it emanates from. But if that's all jacked up and disconnected from her vagina, then he'll never experience that in her presence.
Wow, crazy. Kevin from Baltimore, you just brought Baltimore into the voice of reason. Welcome to the show, man. What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts on today's Bitchcraft episode?
Hey, what's going on, Zoe? Hey, how y'all doing, ladies?
Hey.
I just had a comment. I equate bitchiness with unhappiness. You know, I just think like a lot of females, you know, they're addicted to the nonsense. And I think there's a deeper meaning that comes with being just ornery for no reason.
Ornery for no reason.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I didn't do it. How about that? Yeah.
Well, I'm not team bitchy for no reason, but you need to be a little bitchy at some time. It's like night and day. You need the sun.
This is good.
You need the sun to appreciate the moon, and you need the moon to appreciate the sun. So, I mean, if your woman is all bitch, if she always bitchy, you ain't gonna love her when she's a butterfly. Like, nah, that shit is fake.
Okay,
butterflyness.
You're saying something.
Back up out of here.
You're saying
feel me?
something big that I need to
Tap in. Oh, I'm gonna cut your mic all the way up. Cut his mic up.
Where's her mic? Just cut her off right now, because Whitney's on that high grade cocaine, and it's really driving her nuts right now. So, but Whitney said something that was powerful that needs to be addressed. Now, what people are not understanding is, especially men in general, just because your woman stands up to you doesn't mean she's being a bitch. See, a good woman will stand up to you when you on that bullshit. And you want your woman to be able to stand up to you. Now, let's quantify and qualify standing up. Standing up don't mean you get to slap him in the mouth or push him or, you understand what I'm saying? What it means is you get to challenge him ideologically, physically. You get to stand and say, no, brother, you're making a wrong choice. You're making a bad decision. And as your homie, as your partner, as the one in your life, I cannot stand by without saying you on that bullshit. Standing up is not the same as being a bitch.
That's righteous.
And I think we need to clear that up. Sometimes women are just on some bitch shit because they not getting what they want. Sometimes women are bitchy because they see men as utilities, as tools. Nigga, I'm only with you because of this. I'm not really into you. I don't really like you. It's just that you provide A, B, C, D, E for me. So don't expect me to connect to you empathetically or emotionally. Now that is a bitch. Am I wrong?
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's a capital bitch. Capital B.
I can agree with that.
On that.
Like, guess what? When the real relationship stuff's supposed to be happening, and you be like, in your mind, I'm not really feeling you like that anyway.
So I'm
only here for whatever it is you provide me with. It could be a dude that you're attracted to, but you don't really want to be with, but say he got power or he has resources or he got something. And when it's time for you to do the relationship shit that requires vulnerability, that requires connectivity, you're like, nigga, I ain't here. I didn't sign up for this.
Well, what if she didn't?
That's a bitch. 844-55-1. Do you want your city to be represented? I do. We got Mundo from Atlanta. He's back in the building. Atlanta in the building. Hey, what up, bro?
Hey, Mundo.
Man, what's going on? So what's up, lady?
Hey.
Hello.
In here chopping it up. You know what we do.
How are you feeling about the bitchcraft that's going on?
I really got a question. Like, we've seen a decrease in alpha males and testosterone in males in the last 100 years. So it's really the woman, the more bitch boss, bitchy type woman. Is that really just a balance? Nature trying to balance itself off? Like men are getting weak.
Oh, that's women good. That's good.
I feel that.
Mundo said, listen, we need to bring some moist booties in here to, to counterbalance.
Sounds like accountability.
Men,
it's so
there aren't
profound.
as many
You're
alpha
profundo.
men with those strong qualities, and women need those qualities. So they're manifesting within themselves because they need that strength, and they're not getting it from the men.
Wow, that's big. That was big. Got to give them that.
That was profound.
No.
It's profound. It really was. I applause.
Profundo.
Profundo came in with the heat. Yo, real life though, because honestly, when Zoe just broke down the moon and the sun joint with whatever I was saying earlier, look, he made a sense of what I was saying earlier. I'm like, cool, I'm not a bitch. I just will, like, I'm trying to balance and build dudes. But now with Profundo coming in with the fire, yo, the only time that I've had to boss bitch up has been when my nigga is like, well, I don't want to like go over there and talk to them. What the fuck, nigga? You acting like a come here, and then I gotta go over there and like, look, this is what shit needs to be done. That's the only time I've actually really had to be a real bitch. Is when I'm with a dude who's too weak to handle his responsibility as a man.
I totally
and
get it.
And I've been raised by real men, so it's like, man, Profundo from Atlanta came through.
He did.
Wow,
he did.
call in every day, man. That was fire.
It's a beautiful thing that he's saying because, in fact, because the polarities are reversing in the way that they are, and men, there's a lot of confusion about what masculinity is. See, the thing is and this, so you can take the microcosm of a relationship and you can broadcast it to the macrocosm of the community. So in a private relationship, if a man goes really uber beta, then he goes into like really, then she has to go into sort of masculine mode.
She has to compensate. Yeah.
The masculine polarity will exist. It always, by definition, works itself out, but she'll lose respect for him without even knowing why. But if you take that and broadcast that to what's happening in our community and on the planet, it's the same dynamic. If you talk about why the woman is losing respect for the man, it's because when she has to assume and adopt a masculine posture to compensate for the fact that he's not doing it, she loses respect for him. It's just the law.
So this is good. This is good. This is good. Veronica, this is good. So beta bitch assness in men is directly related to disrespect for him in women.
Correct.
Wow, that's good. I like it. I like it a lot. Ronan Martin, my guy, I guess from Indianapolis, who started off this city roll call. Listen, if you want your city represented, we had Atlanta, Baltimore, Missouri, Indianapolis. If you want your city represented, Whitney, what's the number?
The number is 1-844-55-1. Y'all, that's 1-844-55-1.
Yeah, Ronan Martin on Twitter says, he says, the definition of a bitch is displayed by the magnitude of said bitch's intent and duration of said bitch's stay and liberties. I love this guy. I love this guy. He's awesome.
He's quite the wordsmith.
Yeah.
Quite the wordsmith, sir.
The elocutioner.
Moving on.
So, oh wow.
Dog. No, I want to know why she wants to move on.
Moving on.
Shonti's like, nah.
I am unimpressed. The red panda is wild today, too, by the way.
No, that's because you guys keep cutting my mic off and I'm getting tired of it. So now I'm just trying to sneak little shit in whenever I can.
She's having a bitch fit.
Yeah.
She is having
a fit right now?
A BF.
You cut my mic off.
Let's hear what it sounds like.
A BF. Ooh,
you
cut
cut my mic off, and then anytime you refer to a bitch or bitchness, you kind of glare over at me on the low. And I'm getting tired of the shit, personally.
I'm not glaring at you.
You are.
Ashanti?
He's glaring with them green eyes.
Exactly.
Little, what are these, hazel?
Are those contacts?
You know
what is this?
What is that, velvet?
Is this velvet? Look at this velvet.
Cut this bitch.
This is crushed velvet.
Kevin, you're on the line. Holla at me, brother. Kevin, you got 3 seconds and then I'm out. And I'm out.
And see.
Yeah. Again, roll call, city roll call. You want to get in on this conversation? Hey, call us at 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. Again, Twitter is always on fire with comments upon comments upon comments. I think in order for us to kill, right, these negative terms that we label, because I think, like, say we're in conflict and the bitch come out, like, you know what I mean? Not only the attitude, but the word.
You just called me a bitch.
Bitch.
Said, cut this bitch's mic off. You thought I didn't hear, but I did.
Do it again. Do it again. Cut her mic off. Now cut it back on.
Exactly.
Now. See? What she said was off air. Now. No, but I'm saying like in conflict, right? Like when there's a real conflict.
Yeah.
Going at it. Sometimes when you say certain things, especially like to a loved one, someone you're in a relationship with.
Yeah.
You can't take it back.
Never.
Right? You can't pull it back. Right? And even though you guys may get over it or get past it or work through it, that little sting is still there, right? So my question is, when you're encountering this in relationship, right? How do you clean that up to the point where it doesn't leave a scar? Because what I believe is, if you call a woman like your girl, somebody you're in love with, like you call her a bitch, you probably have already thought for a long time that that's who she is. That's what she is. You know what I mean? And then whatever conflict that you were having, it just pushed you over the top, and then you said something about it. But if you said it, you probably already felt that way, right?
Yeah.
Ashonti.
From what I heard, and this was a while back, every time in a relationship that you say or do something negative, you have to say or do something positive 9 times to make up for it.
Oh, that's the ratio.
I was told that. I think that's a pretty good number, 9 to 1.
9 to 1.
Fuck up once, nigga, you better come hard 9 times. Oh.
I will come hard 9 times. That's easy.
I was like, she didn't
fixing
say
it is something else.
All right, so we're going to the break. Thank you guys so much for listening in, and we'll be right back with you.
Good stuff.
And we're back in the Dash Studios, voice of reason, in here talking about bitch-tastics. Does the dominant female require to be tamed? Can a dominant female also be feminine? What is a boss bitch? Wait, speak on it.
Look, I know I'm a boss bitch. I just need to know where the boss bitch is at.
No, you just bossy.
Right. And I get shit done. So, hey.
Hey,
look, and I get shit done. I will take that all day. Hashtag bossy. All I know is I need my boss bitches. If you have a little bitchiness in you, ladies, it's not a bad thing. This is a judgmental free zone. I need you guys to call me and let me know why you're a boss bitch, why you're not a boss bitch, why whatever. 1-844-55-1, 1-854-1. Call us, bitches.
I really think women who challenge men, especially women who are in intimate relationship with men, who challenge their men to be better, tend to help raise him.
You cannot raise a man.
No.
Oh, you can help, though.
No.
You haven't heard the song?
We didn't say raise him like a baby mama. We saying raise him energetically, raise him spiritually. Like,
lift him.
That's raise?
Yeah.
Raise and lift. Yeah. Okay. Like synonyms. I think we did this in the 2nd grade.
Sorry for that.
Anyway, but I'm just saying, I think she has the power to do that. But I think sometimes the male ego will label a woman a bitch because he may be insecure because she saw a need or a deficit in him that she was trying to help him notice, rectify, and raise. Right?
They don't like that.
Oh, one more interjection. See what happened. One more motherfucking interjection,
Go ahead,
Red
cut my
Panda.
mic off.
See what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, maybe that's why men sometimes miscategorize or mislabel women that are probably good women that are standing up to them, trying to help raise them energetically, spiritually, right? Ideologically, challenging them. And some men see that as bitchiness. Like, for instance, let's deal with this. Why do a lot of men, or let me do it another way. Why do a lot of intellectual sisters have a hard time finding relationships? Like really smart sisters. A lot of men, that fucks them up. Because A, I want to provide these goddamn answers, bitch. You hear me? That's why you in a relationship with me. You get the answers from me, goddammit.
Hence our mics being shut off constantly.
One more time. One more time.
Whoa.
Right there. That just happened to you. Right there. Okay. So again, I think ideologically, right? Okay, I'm gonna call her a bitch. I'm gonna label her a bitch because she challenging what I think. You know, and I think that's not a bitch. That's actually a very useful, powerful woman. Men got to get used to women who have something to offer them. They got to get used to accepting what the sisters are offering if it's useful. Am I bullshitting on that?
No, you're speaking.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You're speaking like the realest shit I've heard in a minute.
Gangster crib ass Whitney.
Hey,
you
no.
speaking the realest shit
No,
ever.
but I mean, but really,
word up. I
and
put that on the
honestly-
set, nigga.
On Pasadena, look. No, but what I was saying is I've noticed that, man, Hecka's not here today. I talked to one psychic before I met Hecka, and she told me the same thing. She said, the man you're with it right now is not the man for you, but don't be discouraged. Every man that you have been with and will be with will become a better man. And I left my ex-husband, and he told me, finally, he nigga didn't want to listen to my bitchiness. And look, he actually turned into like, yo, Whit, thank you for helping me. Should have listened to you a long time ago because you were speaking some real shit.
This is stupid.
I'm just saying.
At Sinister Mephisto.
Here we go.
At Sinister Mephisto, he says the O in Ashonti is for ornery.
You see what I mean? With
What
this
is he
nigga?
doing?
I have no idea. Who is Sinister Mephisto? Let's ask that. And why does he never call in?
Oh,
this is a
calling you
Twitter
out.
thugging ass nigga.
Yeah.
Why does he never call in?
Calling you
I
out.
mean, he talks shit even when I'm not on the show.
Well, if you want to call in, Sinifer, I can't even say your name.
Sinifer?
Sinister Mephisto.
I can't even.
844-55-1, my nigga.
Ooh,
Hey, Sinister.
Ashonti.
Yo, word up, Sinister. If I were you, I would take that offer. Please call in, man. I'd love to hear from you.
We would all love to hear from Sinister Mephisto.
Dang, Gina. Damn, Gina.
No, but I have to be honest. I know Ashonti a little bit, not fully, but I know her a little bit, and she's got that sexy ornery. There's a sexy ornery.
So is that okay?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is actually.
Not from him,
And then on
because he's
top-
always talking shit.
Well, on top of that, she's a smart girl too. So smart is always good for me. Dumb, you might as well just change your last name to bitch. Yeah. Go ahead, Veronica. I'm speaking. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, because I have been trained from a couple of men vibrationally, and a couple of things. A woman cannot just have intellect. If she wants to really raise up this vibration, she has to actually have firepower at both poles. So she can't just be brain; it has to also be her.
Wait a minute,
energy.
Veronica. Slow down. Slow down. See, first off, motherfuckers don't have your lexicon.
Ooh, I like that word.
Right?
Sorry,
They don't. She has to have firepower at both poles. What? Fuck.
Yeah.
Chakras, man.
What are we talking about? The north and south poles? You have to describe that for our listeners.
And me.
I'm just saying she has to be it's not intellect alone will not transform a man. Let me just put it that way. Okay. So when you talked about women that are trying to raise up and they may push back on men, if you're really in training a man to a higher frequency, what I often find that will happen in that process.
Wait, hold on. Slow down. What did you say? Did you say
training
a man, or did you say in training?
In train.
Give definition. I know what it means, but give definition, because a lot of niggas out there going, "Rrr? You ain't gonna train me, goddammit. See, I train you, you understand? That's why people call y'all bitches, because you're trying to train us. We ain't no goddamn dogs." Now go ahead and explain.
So entrainment is simply, so if a man comes into contact with a highly vibrating woman, he is going to, his vibration is going to raise up, and he's going to begin to experience more alpha male energy. He's going to begin to experience himself like a god, really. And in her presence.
This is good.
That's what entrainment is. It's a matching of vibrations, the training of vibrations. But here's what happens a lot with men. they come in, they may become very enamored and excited, and because a lot of different phenomena begins to happen around them, and all of a sudden their lives are changing, and their opportunities are opening up, and they're seeing things in ways that they've never seen it before. But what inevitably kicks back in is his ego. And so when the ego begins to kick in, a woman can actually communicate with him about some stuff that needs adjusting and that needs sort of reconfiguration. And as long as his ego stays in place and solidifies, right, the tougher it gets when he's around her energy. So what I have seen happen to men is when they finally really hit the wall around that, their egos crack open and they go into a puddle. Because it's really, when you're talking about this, it's a spiritual process. And so a hard-ass ego cannot actually stand present and maintain itself for the long term in the presence of really hot, fiery spiritual energy. It won't work. So he can't actually hold on to it, but when people crack open and deconstruct men, they're never the same. They have always thanked me. They've always been grateful in other scenarios that I've seen, but it changes them forever.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because you do this in the capacity of a transformational life coach. Should women not get a bitchy attitude when this position presents itself in intimate relationships? I hear women saying all the time, I'm not your therapist, I'm not your mama, I'm not your coach, I'm your wife.
A wife should be all of that.
I think so.
I think so.
I think your woman who's allowed to be in that circle should. Where do you teach these bitches how to take off the bitch jacket and become this high-powered, what you say, the firepower, that starfire woman? How do we get them there?
You're asking me that?
You're the only one that can answer.
Scene. Crickets. I don't know.
There's no school.
There ain't no school.
I'm gonna make a school. There's no school.
Are you going to make a school?
We got to make a school.
You got to make a school.
We got to do this.
Because let me just say this. On Monday's show, when we do the show about how the media entrains, how the media hypnotizes. Remember that the Napoleon line, the Napoleon quote, which is, history is just a set of lies agreed upon. Right? So Monday's show on T Radio V, the So What show, we're doing a show about how there's all this hidden history in movies, and we're going to have movie clips and breaking them all down, right? My question is, if the media has this hypnotic hold on us like that, then can you just honestly say that rap music, right, R&B, right, movies, television, all of that is promoting this kind of unaware, ornery version of femininity as a teaching, learning platform for these young girls who are kind of disconnected from the understanding of what intuition is? Is that what's happening, Veronica?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting. I have a friend, and you know Angela Zoe.
Oh yeah.
And she's my dear friend, and she's super psychic. And one of the things that she said is very deep. She's psychic like the guy, the professor in X-Men. She can like look out and see mutants, and so she's that psychic. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
No, she's. I don't even know if you can call her a psychic. She's a weirdo.
She bends reality with her mind.
Yeah, it's a whole nother. Yeah, it's a whole nother get down. Go ahead, finish talking about it.
When she feels into the world, she feels into the world, and she feels alpha men. She said she doesn't feel any that are white, which is deep.
What? Hold on, that was a bombshell. Say that again, slower. What the fuck?
She said when she feels into the world, kind of like scanning for mutants, right? She says she doesn't feel any alpha men that are white. None of them are white. And so I know you love that, but when
oh, sorry. You're
good.
And so the thing is you have to ask yourself too, when you scan the world for women that are actually not just crazily conditioned by this media insanity and that aren't just so outside of their nature. When you scan and you listen for which women are out there that are like that, I mean, do you get a sense of? I mean, can you sense? Are there any out there?
Interesting.
Could you name one?
Somebody is drunk.
Right.
The red panda is drunk. She's been hiccuping the whole show. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. Aww.
She's a little disappointed because we don't have Hennessy here for her
on Fridays. Hennessy should be in the building. It is Friday.
I'm going to be in agreement with that. I
When
might have to act a little bitchy to get some Henny in here.
Exactly. When me and Team Tabor come into the building on Friday, we expect cognac. 1738 is my favorite, but Hennessy will do.
I did not know all that was.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know.
I ain't never even had nothing like that before. You feel me?
Whitney goes back and forth.
I don't know. Today, I don't know what I'm going through today, but that's what I'm feeling like.
Well, let me do this. I want to ask one more question before we do the wrap up.
Oh, wow. It's already time.
Yeah. Just want to ask one more question, and I want to ask it to the entire panel. A little bitch, good for a relationship? A lot of bitch, bad for a relationship. True or false? Ashonti?
True or false? That's a hard way to answer it. Can I just answer it with real words?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to limit your words. But go ahead.
Saying, it's a balance.
Ahead,
it's a balance. I consider myself an alpha female, so I hope I am blessed with an alpha male. And it's a balance. He should respect me even more so for being willing to be uncomfortable and check him if necessary.
Wait. Say that again, that last part?
He should respect me because actually making a comment.
You said something about checking him? Is that what you said? I just want to be clear.
We're getting caught up on words.
I just want to be clear.
Okay, so can I make my comment before you ask the engineer to cut my mic off?
Sure. I just wanted to be sure what I was hearing.
Nobody wants to deal with the backlash of shit. So if you are actually caring enough about somebody to say, hey, I noticed this. It's not cool. That's love.
That is love. No, I agree. You take it from your sister if she pulled you to the side, right?
And she should take it from me. She currently doesn't, but we're working on that.
Just, get your tone and delivery together and we can work on that.
We'll see.
Whitney.
What was the question again? Sorry,
Whitney's high.
I'm not. I wish. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I got that for you.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not, but.
I'm saying true or false, right? A little bit of bitch in a woman is good for the relationship. Too much bitch in a woman is bad.
Yes. Too much is always bad. People get too much Hennessy, your niggas gonna get drunk. Come on, man. Too much bitchiness and some shit's about to go down. Come on.
Whitney.
Think about it.
Whitney's a star. Listen here, nigga.
Listen here.
Too much bitch. Equal problems. You understand? Where there's problems, relationship breakdown. It's just that simple, nigga.
That's it. That is it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Veronica.
I don't believe in my world. There's no room for bitch. It's too brittle for me. I think that fierce. I prefer to think of it in terms of being fierce. I'm fierce about some shit. I mean, I'm fierce about the truth, right? And I will go to the ends of the earth for the truth, and the discovery of truth. So I'm fierce about that, but I don't. There's no need to be brittle about it, if that makes any sense.
Right. I'm just in here laughing because the tweets are crazy. Everybody's acting crazy.
I'm sorry. Why is everyone referring to me as a panda now? I was not aware that Red Panda had actually taken over for me. Thank you.
You're the Red Panda now. It's cool.
Wow.
Listen, do me a favor. Tag Ashonti. If you're following Ashonti on Twitter, tag her with the different variations and versions of that little red panda being scared by the zookeeper.
You're so ridiculous.
So awesome, right? Follow her on Twitter. What's her Twitter page?
@Ashonti_live.
At Ashonti Ford Live.
But I can't lie. I actually like the Red Panda. I already put it on my Twitter. So, hey, Red Panda.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Oh, I guess now it's not fun because I like it. You're an ass. That's
Jesus.
cool.
And scene.
Whatever.
Well,
Well,
today's topic was bitchcraft. I personally believe that, like Veronica said, to me, bitch is negative, right? It's negative, right? I think women can really be guides if men let them, like on some real spirit shit.
Yeah.
Women are guides. Like I told my son, my 18-year-old son, his mother and his sister, I don't know how they really feel about his girlfriend. It ain't cool. You know, it ain't like, yay, haha, your girl, we like her, bring her in. And I told him, I can't tell you which girl to get or get with better than they can. Right? So to me, women are guides, right? Especially a woman who is self-aware, a woman who is aware of her own spiritual competence, right? Self-knowledge, like she's rooted in who and what she really is. That's a guide. And you'll find that guides tend to challenge you, right? Any woman that can challenge you to the point where you see things differently, that can actually raise you up, that can actually flesh out your unfinished thought process, that's a valuable sister to have, man. That's a valuable person to have in your life. And you might not want her answers or you might not want her help, but that's the woman that is for you. Fuck what you want. That's the woman you need, right? And I know it's difficult. I know you niggas got answers for everything. I know. But I'm telling you, there are certain answers that she has that, you know, it's harder for you to get to that point. Like, you're linear, you're logical. She's got some whole other contextual, intuitive shit going on that you would want to add to your logical perspective. That only makes you wiser. So with that said, down with the bitch. Down with them all.
you so tired.
Is that mic still functioning? Down with the bitch, goddammit. Up with the woman. That's my thing.
Amen, brother.
From Whitney.
Where the Hennessy at? Hey, bitches, where the Hennessy at, though?
With that said, Veronica Conway, where can they find you? How do they buy your everything? Veronica has things that you should buy. Get with her right now. Veronica, how do they find you?
You can find me at veronicaconway.com. If you want some deprogramming Black Master, I mean, the feedback I've been getting on Black Mastery has been amazing lately. People are
I
just
used
like,
it. I used it. It's crazy.
My whole life is different. My whole game is different. That's at blackmastery.com. We've got a boot camp coming up. Going to make do some 4-figure and 5-figure money days, y'all. So if you want to ramp up your money, hit me up at veronicaconway.com. We're going to get it done in May.
Good. Ashonti Ford. Where do they find you?
You can hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Ashonti Ford Live. And then, of course, YouTube is still active. Girl on Fire Production.
Yeah. Please tag her with the scared panda, red panda.
He's cool.
Whitney Tabor.
What's good, y'all? You guys can find me wilding out on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Tabor. Also, Facebook, Whitney Tabor, and MissTabor.com.
Excellent. I'm Zoe Williams. You can find me at IamZoeWilliams.com. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Zoe What, on Twitter at Zoe Williams. And, you know, a lot of people have been hitting me about my Indiegogo campaign. Well, it ended a week ago. It ended a week ago Friday.
About a week ago.
All of those right now. Thank you. They're done. Okay. About a week ago Friday, people have been hitting me saying, hey, man, I didn't get a chance to donate. Listen, if you want to donate, all you have to do is go to paypal.com, click send money, and then put in my email address, which is Zoe, Z-O, what? W-H-A-T, orders, O-R-D-E-R-S, at gmail.com. Zoe, what orders? And support that movement, because Houston, Texas is the first city on the relationship dismount book tour. Oh, this is going to be crazy. The book is incredible. The most comprehensive, the most spiritual, philosophical, psychological relationship breakup book ever written. And I wrote it. I feel pretty proud of myself about it too. Yep. With that said, we'll be back Monday with another heater. Voice of Reason, Hot Button Radio. We out.